Hello and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. My name is Kael. I'm incredibly influential.
And my name is Danny, and I'm highly successful.
Today is Wednesday, the 15th of January, 2025. As we are recording this, classes have begun. How do you feel about that, Mr. Daniel?
I don't think it'll be too bad this semester. I have
Mm-hmm.
a few classes that might be a little challenging, but for the most part, I think we're not too bad. Not too bad.
Mm-hmm. I have I have an okay schedule. It's not great, but it certainly could be worse. So I've got I'm it looks like I'm taking 5 classes. It's more like it's it looks like I'm taking 7 classes. It's more like 5, but it's there's some bad parts and some good parts. I think I've been over this, but just in case you're just now joining in, I've got one online class for honors college, one honors thesis meeting during the week, and like I'm doing some review of literature. Um I've got the graduate readiness exam, which I have to take sometime before spring break, and then just some stuff. Just 5 normal classes. Uh, 4 for my psych major and 1 for my business major. So I've got a decent variety, but I prefer my psych major, so it's kind of it's off balance, but in a way that's sort of beneficial for me because I much prefer psych. I only learn business so that I can do psych better, if that makes sense. But I have some cool people in my classes. I have my I actually have a class with my roommate, which is kind of crazy because we've had the same major for like 2 years, and we just haven't had a class together until just now. And yeah, so we get to carpool in the morning on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and one of my psych friends is going into HR, so and it's like an HR class. So me and her sit together, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, we I've got some cool people in my classes, a lot of people I've had before, some decent professors, but um we were talking about this beforehand. um there I have one professor. She's cool. I like her, but I have this pet peeve, right? Where the um the notes are on a slideshow, right? Most notes are, Danny, would you agree with that? If you have like an in-person class, most notes are on a slideshow and the professor gives the lecture and reads off of them.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And so she's got the slides, right? But the ones she posts are not the full thing, right? Like they're not like fully accurate. They don't have all the info on there. Um so it's like sort of incentivizing you to come to class, right? But she already gives out like attendance, right? Like she already gives points for attendance. In fact, those are like the only other points you can get in the class other than the 4 exams. There's no homework in the class. There's no writing assignments in the class. It's just attendance and 4 exams. So she's giving out half the information on the slides, but like the so I like to work a little bit ahead because I'm a slow writer. So I like to, when I get into class, I like to get on the notes, get them done in like the first half of class, and then sort of just sit there and abbreviate in the lecture. So that way I have more time to just focus on that rather than trying to scram and like get it all down, right? But if she's only giving out half the information in the slides, I can't work ahead. So I'm writing at the same speed as everyone else, and she's got like this, like she's got information on the slides that like doesn't even exist uh in the ones that she posts. So in the lecture slides, there's stuff that like there's entire slides that of information that isn't covered in the posted ones. So I cannot work ahead, so I have to really cram and get everything in there, and I really don't like that. she does talk for a little bit on each slide, and that sort of gives time, but like it's still really hard and it stresses me out. So I don't like it. I like having the full slides to just work ahead, and and I think that's how it should be. You know, because I like doing that. It makes me relax, and the less worried I am about that, the more I can breathe in the lecture and really take in the information. And there was actually some really good information that I did learn in spite of that today, and I kind of want to, um, you know, I want to bounce it off of you, right?
Okay.
So, um, but we can circle back to that. You were telling me that you were only taking two in-person classes and one of them got switched to all online. So
Yes.
now you're only in like one in-person class. Which class is it?
It's statics, engineering statics.
I see, I see.
It's
Uh,
like a different physics class, pretty much, from my understanding of it. Uh,
mhm.
but like more engineering focused, I guess.
Mhm. So,
Like, and I don't know if I've told you the story of kind of what happened last semester,
mm.
but because I'm enrolled at two different colleges, I'm enrolled at a community college and at my university.
Mhm.
I was taking my prerequisite course for this course that I'm taking right now, the statics course, at my community college.
Mhm.
But I'm taking this class at my university.
Yep.
So, in order to sign up for this class, I had to go through the counselor, show them my transcript for community college
Mhm.
before they would unlock the class for me. But
Mhm.
because I guess it was like the first day that classes opened, she probably was a little backed up on emails. So she didn't get back to me until the session of the class that I wanted was already full.
Mm.
So I had to
Mm.
get the second session. That's like one of the unfortunate parts about that I'm taking classes at community college is that I had to wait, you know.
So,
Uh
what was better about the session that you could not get into?
well, I kind of go off of what I see people saying, especially like on the Rate My
Mhm.
Professor and all that.
Mhm.
And I heard a lot of good things about that professor. So I was like, okay, well, this is the class that I would prefer. Everybody kind of has good things to say about it, right? The other
Mhm.
class, it wasn't bad necessarily, but it was the only other class available, and it
Mhm.
wasn't as good. So I was a little worried, and so I went into class, and I think I was telling you this that he doesn't allow like laptops or phones,
Mm.
which is
Mhm.
a little it's a little different from how I understand most college courses are nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very 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 difficult to have a class with no laptops because most people don't want to write anymore. Most people can't write in cursive. I was like the last generation that could. you know like they don't teach that shit. Well, they probably do teach it, but kids don't fucking pay attention. Half. Oh my god. Again, we'll circle back. We'll circle back. But continue. I said continue. Oh, I think Danny's dead. All right, we found him. He's not dead. Um, the laptop thing. Um, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So yeah, I was pretty much saying like I kind of do the same thing where I like take my notes ahead of time on my laptop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of doing the same thing in this class. Like I was kind of like making my folders for the class that way I can kind of have like an organized system for all the assignments and notes and yada yada whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. Et cetera,
And
et
he like
cetera. Yep.
and he points to like a whole bunch of people and he's like close your laptops and I'm like okay, well this is weird, right? Obviously like I haven't really gone over the syllabus yet. I maybe could have before class, but I was like he's going to go over it in class. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I feel like it's reasonable to be like, yeah, they're gonna go over it in class.
Yeah, so like I didn't see that that was a part of it and then like once he got to that part I was like, "Oh, that's how it's going to be," right?
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily a problem by itself, but I feel like an additional problem kind of on top of that I have is that he has an accent that's a little hard to like understand unless I'm like really focusing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Hard to parse. Yeah, I get what
Yeah,
you
it's one
mean.
of those things where it's like if I'm not looking at him when he's saying things, and even if I am looking at him when he's saying things, it's sometimes difficult to pick up on the words.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Yep.
so many times where I swear to God, I thought he said "let's go for the kill," and I was like, "There's no way he said that. That makes no sense in the context of what we're doing." But
No,
maybe
I
he
mean
did
that.
say that. You
No,
know what
that
I
makes
mean?
sense. You know.
No, but like the thing is, I'm unsure though, because it's so hard to tell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I get that. I can get that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It is difficult. It is very difficult to when you have professors like that who especially when they're teaching something that's very um sort of labor intensive to understand, something like I've had chemistry teachers who had very very thick accents, and you're using like these big words, and if you're not pronouncing them right, you could be like losing a lot of like good information, and potentially, if it's like a chemistry lab, you could be getting someone hurt if you mispronounce the compound that you want someone to use, so I would say pronunciation and enunciation are very very important in a lot of classes. And sometimes, with the whole H-1B visa thing where we get these talented people from other countries, and I do think that's a good thing, but I think one of the drawbacks is uh, if they're not committed to learning English and using the accent, I think is very important. Like, yes, it's important for people to learn English, right? But I think it's also just as important to speak the language in a way that is like understandable to people who speak it here. So losing some of your own accent or learning how to do a fake American accent, honestly, right? Like,
Yeah, I definitely feel like it's no offense to any of the people that have accents. It's just I feel like I can't really understand you as well, and it makes it harder for me to kind of engage, or
yeah, like we want to meet you in the middle, but you've got to, I mean, like, yeah, you're speaking English, right? Like that is kind of meeting us in the middle. So to be fair, they are
well,
meeting
like
us in the middle,
some
brother.
some accents are easier to understand than others, and I feel like it's really important how they pronounce things, right? Like
Hmm.
I get made fun of in front of my Spanish friends whenever I go to a Mexican restaurant and try to pronounce anything,
You are a fucking gringo. You are. You're more
right?
Mexican than I am, but I'm way more Mexican than
So
you are,
I
if you know
so
what I mean.
I'm saying if they're gonna insult me at my very shoddy, poor, reading of the Spanish menu,
You're
I
like,
feel like we should have that kind of like mentality when it comes to like all people, you know what I mean? Not making fun of them necessarily, but like they should kind of have like a standard, where it's like
bro,
kind
your
of
your ass is like uh Plato Tener Los Quesadillas, por favor. That's how you speak Spanish, dog. Fucking you. How am I better at Spanish than you? Please, somebody explain that to me.
lack
Somebody.
of trying probably, but that's why I get made fun of.
Oh, sure, sure, bro. That's the fucking. Oh, it's not a race. Is the only thing, If people say it's not a race, it's usually because they're gonna lose. So don't bullshit me. Don't piss on
Well,
my back and tell me it's raining.
I'm gonna lose, but like I think the win matters more to you. So like, why does it matter?
Don't come on my face and tell me it's raining, okay? Just don't come on my face in general, actually, please.
Yeah, so that is gonna be maybe a little bit of an issue, right? The
Uh-huh.
accent thing. I don't think I told you, but through my lawyers, I also got like a psychiatric evaluation, and I got signed up for therapy, right?
Why do you need a psych eval?
It was my lawyers recommended. Anyways,
Why do you have lawyers? Why do you have multiple lawyers? That's a
oh my god.
you don't like usually just one
It's
is
just it's
fine.
just two lawyers. Okay, I mean it sounds like more than like it's like whenever I say lawyers plural, it sounds like more than two, but it's just
That's
two.
100% more lawyers than you need.
Anyways, the point is, I both my psychiatric evaluation person and the person who is supposed to be giving me my therapy both have the accent problem as well, and I've had multiple times to ask them to like repeat what they're saying, and sometimes repeat the same thing more than once.
Of
And it
course,
and
naturally.
it definitely is. It's so hard to like communicate, you know.
Hmm.
And I'm
We
just
know.
like, I
We
don't.
know.
I just. I don't know. It's a little frustrating to me. It's not their fault necessarily, but it's just frustrating sometimes.
Yeah, I can see that. Um, I don't know. Yeah, it can be difficult. Communications barriers are bad. Like I don't mean bad, but like like they're something that you should be avoided. Everyone should be better at communicating with each other. But speaking of communicating with each other, I wanna switch gears here. Um, so I'm taking an adolescent development class. That's sort of the one that I was complaining about earlier. Um, but I got some pretty interesting info from there that I want to share with you, and I want to get your thoughts on it. Because you're kind of like a normal person, right?
Okay, sure.
And I'm like, um, better, right? So
Well, I would say different, but yeah,
the
sure.
better, yeah, different.
Well,
Like greater than is it's a symbol of non-equivalence, but one is definitely better than the other.
how about just
Um,
not equal? How about that, you know?
you're right, separate but equal, separate but equal. Sure.
He said it, guys. He said it.
You're damn right I said it. But like people are like so when people are developing, right? When they're in their adolescent stage or like when they're in their childhood stage, um people are like they can't understand hypotheticals and stuff, right? Like people say, "Oh, they're very literal. Abstract thinking doesn't really work for them." And I don't remember really having that stage. Like I could always understand hypotheticals. I could always do abstract thinking, that sort of thing. Is that something that normal people struggle with when they're children? Is that a thing?
um, I don't remember being a child too much. Uh, but I've always been somebody who's like very like I don't know if I would say literal, but maybe kind of.
Or very
There there
binary?
there are like common sense things that did take me a long time to figure out because
Hmm.
I just was never I never had them I never had that experience with them, right? I don't know if that's
Okay.
necessarily anything I could have done differently though, right? If I never experienced it, it's like how am I supposed to know, right?
I mean,
I'm one of
I
those people that like I'm one of those people that quote unquote lived under a rock whenever it comes to certain things, right?
you
Even
still
whenever
live
it
under a
came,
rock.
well, I was actually gonna mention there was this guy, this musical artist you keep telling me about. I can't remember the name of.
No, shut up. I
What's
refuse
his
to
name?
believe that you haven't heard of Kendrick fucking Lamar.
That's the guy. That's him.
I
Hey,
refuse to believe that.
I've heard of Kendrick Lamar. Let's make that clear.
Uh,
Uh,
when? When did you hear about him?
well, most recently I was at my New Year's party and I overheard my uncle talking with I believe Andreas, and they mentioned Kendrick Lamar, and they said, "Oh man, I love Kendrick Lamar's new song." And then they named two different Kendrick Lamar songs, which I do not remember the name of. So I
Yeah.
was like, and I was like, okay, so people know about him. He's a guy that people know about. I've never done the research on that one though. So the only Kendrick Lamar song I know about and that I've heard is the one that he did with Lonely Island. I don't remember the
What?
name of it right now.
What? He did a song with Lonely Island.
Well,
When did that happen?
one day I went through all the Lonely Island songs, and I was like Kendrick Lamar, and I was like, I know that guy. Well, I don't know that guy. Well, I've heard of
What?
that guy, should I say?
So the first time you've heard of him was when? I want to go back through this. When was the first time you've heard of Kendrick Lamar?
Um, I've heard of Kendrick Lamar like in passing many times, but it's
When?
only ever been a
When was
name
the
to me.
first time? When did you first put together that Kendrick Lamar was a rapper? How about that?
Well, I didn't know he was a rapper. I thought he was a singer. See, I'm learning more every day.
When did you find out that he was a rapper?
Well, just now, I guess.
Jesus fucking Christ. You're not disproving the rock domicile allegations.
I said when it comes to certain things, this might just be one of those things, you know?
The everything, dude. If you don't know who Kendrick Lamar is from fucking what? 2000. Yeah, for the last 13 years, if you haven't heard of fucking Kendrick Lamar,
Let me look up this Kendrick Lamar guy and see what he's about. I don't recognize his face. I feel like for somebody who's so popular, I would recognize that face, but I don't know.
you don't recognize that smile? Pulitzer Prize winner Kendrick Lamar?
Oh, he was in Bad Blood.
Oh my god.
Okay, I know
Oh
that one.
my god. That's what you know him from, of course. Yeah, of course.
No, I don't know him from that, but I know that song. I must not have been listening closely because I don't remember hearing anybody other than Taylor Swift on that song. But
They usually cut him out
the
of the
more you
of the
know.
of the rap. They cut out rap. They always do
Oh,
that.
this song I played that song in Fortnite. That was a pretty good song. I didn't know that was him though.
Oh my god.
The more you
Oh
know,
my
guys. The
god.
more you know.
This man. This man serious? Jesus Christ. I had a whole thing where I wanted to talk about, stocks and shit. I wanted to talk about like what was going on in the
We
stock
still
market.
can. We still can.
I don't think we can move past this man.
Well, apparently he has a song in Black Panther 2018.
Oh my god, he did the
Do
whole
you think
soundtrack.
you think it's in the credits? Maybe that's why I haven't heard of it.
He did the whole fucking soundtrack.
People were probably talking over him then, because I don't remember that.
Oh my god, you make me want to die sometimes.
Yeah,
I'm
but this
sad
song
for you.
I've played this song several times on Fortnite. I was actually kind of grinding it. It's a hard song though, guys. Don't think that it's not a hard song.
This fucking viscerally upsets me because you are going through your entire life. You've lived the past 13 years without hearing To Pimp a Butterfly, without hearing fucking
To Pimp a Butterfly is a little
That's
strange
the album.
name of a song. Oh,
It's the
thank you.
album, you fuck. Jesus Christ. Without Section 80, without Good Kid Mad City, without T-Pab, without Damn. Like
You
Jesus.
know, I was looking at the songs right here, and I think I have heard of people talk about this song called Humble. I don't know why. It's I don't maybe. Oh, you know what? I think it's a different person that says humble.
No,
Humble.
he's humble. He does the
No,
humble.
no.
He does the humble. Everyone knows that he did the humble.
Let me see. Maybe there's another humble that I'm thinking about.
Hold up, bitch. Hold up, bitch. Sit down, bitch. Be humble. That one.
Oh, Tim McGraw, Humble and Kind. That's the humble
Oh
I'm
my
thinking of.
god. This is a bit.
No, I love Tim McGraw. Tim McGraw is
This
awesome.
is a fucking bit.
I knew I heard the song Humble, but
this is a bit.
It wasn't Kendrick Lamar. False alarm.
This is a bit. You are lying.
I'm not lying. I just pulled it up. Tim McGraw, Humble and Kind.
You don't
It's
know
right
the Tim
here.
McGraw song over the fucking Kendrick song. Come on.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Come on, that's Tim McGraw. Don't disrespect Tim McGraw.
No. Oh, how many Pulitzers has Tim McGraw won? How many?
Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, I'll look it up
What
too. I'll look it up too.
is
Yeah,
a
the guy who
Pulitzer?
did fucking. Oh, I was gonna say the guy who did
Pulitzer.
Ticks. He did not do Ticks. Brad Paisley did Ticks.
What is a Pulitzer? Oh, it's that little circle thing.
Oh my god, this man just called the Pulitzer that little circle thing.
Let's see
Oh
who's.
my god.
Let's look at the recipients of the Pulitzer.
Oh my
Uh,
god. Oh my god.
well, there's a lot of categories for this.
He
Let's
has
see.
never won a Pulitzer. I'm gonna spoil it for you.
You know what? I'm noticing there's a lot. There's too many winners to do it off the Pulitzer Prize website. Let me just look up.
I'm on his
Uh,
wiki. He has never won a Pulitzer Prize. I don't even think he's won a Grammy.
yeah, man, but Humble and Kind. What a good song.
I think maybe you should die.
You know, I don't know if this is true, but I think one of
All right,
Taylor
he has
Swift's
won a
first
few
song,
Grammys.
one of Taylor Swift's first song was about Tim McGraw. You know, I remember the song. It was called Tim McGraw by Taylor Swift.
He has
You
won a
know,
few Grammys.
so obviously he's out here. He's doing it.
Now, Faith Hill carried him on two of these. Faith Hill, I love Faith Hill. I'm a big Faith Hill fan. I love me some Faith Hill. This is his wife. I shouldn't talk shit about him. I shouldn't talk shit about Tim McGraw. He's he's one of the few people in um in Nashville who doesn't have like confirmed shitty politics. Like he's you know he's
Wait. 2016 CMT Music Awards.
does
Video
that
of the
look like a
year,
fucking Pulitzer?
Humble and Kind. See, that's an award. Video of the year. That means of all the other videos, he was number one.
On country music television. Being being voted person of the year by Nazi Murderer magazine, right? You
Oh man,
know?
look at that. In
And I
2012,
don't
he
mean
also
like
won Musical
murdering
Event of the
Nazis. I
Year.
mean like being a Nazi and also a murderer.
Country
I just
music
want to get that.
icon. He got that award from the People's Choice. People chose him as the music icon.
He's not even that good of a musician. Faith Hill's better.
Oh, I didn't even notice he had a song with Taylor Swift and Keith Urban. I gotta look that up after this.
Oh my god. Faith Hill.
Faith Hill.
Do you know who Faith Hill, his wife, one of the best country music artists of all time?
Oh, wait. So that's, 1998. Okay, that's one of the older ones. Let me see. With Faith Hill, just
Yeah, his wife.
just
The
to hear you
only
say that you love me. I think I do know that song. Oh, that's Faith Hill. I have seen that face before.
He's won 3 Grammys, and 2 of them were because Faith Hill is better and carried him. He has 1 solo Grammy, and admittedly, it is for a pretty good song. Live Like You Were Dying. It's a pretty good song. It's okay.
That is a good song.
But yeah, this man doesn't know who fucking Kendrick Lamar is.
Well, I've done some research on this very podcast, and we've discovered that he has a song that's similar but not quite the same as
It's
Tim
not
McGraw's
similar at all.
Humble.
It's not similar at all. Kendrick's is far better. I can guarantee it.
Well, why don't I
It
remember
hit
his?
number 1 on the Hot 100. I don't know how you could avoid it. Number 1 on the Hot
I've heard of
100.
Humble and Kind by Tim McGraw, but I've not heard
Nominated for the
Humble.
Academy Award. Multiple fucking songs on the Black Panther soundtrack. He's got literally fucking 1, 2, 3.
Wait. Let me look at the
4,
Black Panther soundtrack.
5. He has 6 songs on the Black Panther soundtrack.
Okay, well, give me a second. Oh
my god. Oh my god.
Black
Oh
Panther.
my god.
Kendrick Lamar. Oh yeah, he has a couple. I see his name a couple of times.
They Not Like Us.
They Not Like Us.
Yeah.
I don't see that on the soundtrack here, but maybe let me look again.
Where he's like,
I don't see that.
they not like us. They
you
not
looking at
like
the right
us. They
soundtrack?
not like us. That was from this. That's from this year.
It came
Not
out
like us.
2025.
No, sorry,
That's
that was from
a
last
fast
year.
release.
Sorry, May 2024. It was the song of the summer. It was such a good
No.
song that it got the Crips and the Bloods to sign a truce so that they could
I
both go to a fucking concert where he played it on an encore 9 times.
I thought the song of the summer was
I swear
something
to God.
else.
I swear to God, if you
Uh, d-
say
My
anything
bro-
right now.
my brother told me the song of the summer was the Sabrina Carpenter one, Espresso.
No. It was not the song of the summer. That was maybe the song of the fall. Maybe. But it was not the fucking song of the summer.
Are
Not
you
even close.
sure?
Yeah.
Let me check.
Again, did Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso cause the Crips and the Bloods to sign a truce so that they could both go to a concert where he
Oh
played it
yeah. Well,
9
it's a
fucking
song.
times?
It's the song of the late summer.
No.
The song of the end of summer.
No. No. It was in the Hot 100 for like a million weeks.
Wow,
All fucking summer.
I didn't know Espresso did that well, but more you know.
No, fuck you. You're lying. You are lying. You are lying. You are lying.
What am I lying
Can't
about? What are
you
you talking
can't be
about?
serious like this. You can't be serious like this. Like actually. You
Like, how
can't
did
be.
this become about Kendrick Lamar again? It always comes back to Kendrick Lamar with
You
you.
still don't know who or what he does, who he is or what he does.
Apparently, he wrote some songs last
Pitchfork,
year.
#1, best song of 2024. Billboard, #1, best song of 2024. Fucking Rolling Stone, second best song of 2024. New York Times, #1, best song of 2024. LA Times, I can't believe the LA Times put this at #2, considering it was bumping in LA for months.
Kendrick Lamar began his music under the stage name K. Dot, 2005.
Longest running #1
Um,
song on the Hot Rap Songs chart. It was on there for weeks, if not months.
discography. I don't know, man. He seems like a
How long was it #1? Let's see. 21 or sorry, that was Hot Rap. That was Hot Rap. Sorry. Um
His
uh
most popular song is "Humble." Huh? He really rode off the coattails of Tim McGraw with that one, didn't
shut
he?
the fuck up. Shut up.
Uh,
Shut up. Okay, it was only #1 at the Hot 100 for a week, but it debuted there. It is one of 79 songs. Or it was the 79th song to
in,
debut in the
yeah,
#1 Hot 100 spot.
in 2015, Lamar garnered his first #1 song after featuring on a remix of Taylor Swift's "Bad Blood."
Shut up.
Interesting.
We don't talk
Curious.
about that. We do not talk about that.
Well, like I'm just reading what I'm seeing. Like, why? Who has the the most #1 hits rappers? Drake, #1.
Do you know do
He's
you
tied with
know
Michael Jackson for fourth most.
do you know what happened to Drake?
And then Beatles,
Do
Mariah
you know what
Carey,
happened to
and
Drake?
Rihanna.
Do you know what
Uh,
happened to Drake?
what is Kendrick Lamar's hottest 100? It says humble again, man. Just Tim McGraw just needs to
Shut
chill.
up. Stop. I hate you. We need to go to the ad break before I kill you. This podcast is sponsored by Amanda Redwine, your no-nonsense talk therapist and parent coach. Serving individuals and couples in both Illinois and Florida for counseling/therapy, as well as worldwide for parent coaching. Amanda's specialty is working with teens and young adults, as well as their family systems. Amanda has extensive experience working with youth who identify on the LGBTQIA+ spectrum. She has also done couples work based on a foundation of the Gottman method. She brings a light, no-nonsense approach to treatment that is approachable and empathetic. She is unflappable and makes her clients comfortable from the very beginning. Find out more at www.amandaredwine.com. That's AMANDAREDWINE.com. Thank you again for sponsoring this episode, and back to the show. All right, well, we're back. Flash forward. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Done for the week. How about you? Are you officially fully done for the week school wise?
Yeah, most of my school stuff, I try to get done before Friday, but like I said, I had my in-person class Thursday, so today I'm just kind of chilling at home doing stuff, which is nice.
How yeah, I just got out of my last class about 30 minutes ago. Um yeah, it's weird coming back. It feels weirder coming back now than it did at any other semester. I don't know what's going on with it. But like I'm back in school now, and I don't feel like I'm getting the swing of things, right? Like I haven't been late to anything, you know. I had one assignment this week and I did turn it in on time, but like it just feels really weird. It doesn't feel like I'm back in school, and I'm having trouble adjusting to it, which it kind of sucks. But I'll have to get through it. But like
Yeah,
I'm not happy about it.
I'm still getting into the swing of things a little bit too. Thankfully, I don't think I told you this, but remember how last semester I had like got my parking real late because I got my car in like September.
Yes.
So I got a much better parking spot now. So now I'm only like a 5 minute walk instead of like a 20-minute walk in order to get to like the general like vicinity of like the buildings I need to go to.
Oh, you have to like officially buy your spot.
Well, not like a spot, but you have to buy like a permit for whatever lot you choose.
Okay, yeah, that's how it works for me. I When you said like, oh, I have a much better spot, I was like,
But yeah, what I
okay,
was saying
okay,
is that like because I bought my permit so late last semester, the only lot that was the closest lot was like 20 minutes away.
that sucks. That is not fun.
The prime time lot, like the peak lot, but I got the second closest, which is still a lot closer.
I don't think I have a. I don't think our campus has a lot that would be 20 minutes of walking away from either of my buildings.
Well, like this lot is on like the edge of campus, which is why it took so long because I would have to walk pretty much from one side of campus all the way to the other side of campus. But now my lot's like I said, only like about a 5 minute walk, which is a lot better.
I might just have a smaller campus than you because like I don't think we have a yeah, we don't have a lot that would be that far unless I parked maybe at like the one of the dorms is kind of that far away. And if I parked there and I walked uphill to where the union is and then around the corner and down the way. But like there's a diagonal way that I think I could get there in like 15 minutes. So like yeah, like no matter what, I don't think there's anywhere on our campus that would be 20 minutes of walking. At least if you were like actively trying. But yeah, no, I'm glad you got a better parking spot because that sounds like that would be fucking awful. Because I remember your commute's really bad too. So it's 40 minutes of driving, 20 minutes of walking, and then you get to your class. Then you're done with class and you have to do the exact same trip all the way back home. Usually, I would imagine there's probably worse traffic in the afternoon. So you're just trying to get home, you're done with all your shit, and that you're still man, that would suck ass, dude. That would suck
Eh,
actual ass.
It depends on when I'm trying to go home, but usually I like to just chill there at the school for a while, especially because I have that lounge that's
Mm-hmm.
part of my organization.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So instead of going to the library, I just sit in the lounge. And let me tell you, it's real nice. It is a little distracting though, because I know everybody there. It's very easy to get distracted
Mm-hmm.
because I'll just like some random person will come in. I'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" Another person that I know. How's it going? And we all
Again,
just sit around this table.
well, again, I find this a little bit troubling, because it does again imply that you have friends, and I don't I don't know if I can get behind this assertion. I don't know if I believe it. I don't know if it's you know um, I don't know if I agree with it. I don't know if I can really get behind it. I don't think this is quite correct. I think you're selling us a fiction here a bit, if you will. And so I would like you to, as the children say, stop the cap.
Is that what the children would say? Really?
Yeah, it is. From what I've heard, from the children, this is what they would say. I've got eyes and ears in a lot of places, and I've been analyzing what's been going on. The trends, the things, the whatever's going on here. I've been taking a look at it, and I've been like, all right, this is what's going on. This is how things are going, right? And what they're saying is stop the cap, and I agree. I think what you're telling me is a goof and a bit of a gaff and a bit of a bit, and I'm not going to stand for it. And so I would like for you to, uh, be a bit more honest and really tell us what's going on for real. How about that? If you could just do that for me, please.
Um, I did. I guess you could use different words than friends if that is the problem there. You can call them I don't know, acquaintances, buddies, colleagues. I don't know.
See, but I'm right now. I'm just trying to figure out like who would want to do that to themselves.
Do what to themselves?
Be friends with you. Boom roasted.
Boom roasted.
Boom
Um,
roasted.
yeah, so the parking is a lot nicer. So once I actually get on campus, we're chilling. Now, it's weird because every time I leave campus, I feel like my GPS takes me a new route because of how
Traffic.
congested roads are at certain
Mm-hmm.
times of day. So, like, depending on what time of day I get, I decide to go home, I get a new route unlocked on my phone. It's like a video game. I discover like all the different ways home.
Yeah, it's like in Dark Souls when you unlock a new shortcut, but none of them are
Yeah.
actually shortcuts because you live in Houston, which is
No,
a
yeah.
fucking nightmare.
They're usually all around the same amount of time, if not longer.
Yep.
But it's sometimes shorter than other routes. So I look up what like the shortest of all like the five routes are, and then it all works out.
You're still kind of splitting hairs there in the end, but still, it's.
There was this one time it actually got me trapped in between two trains, and I had to wait for the train to go. And like you don't really, like I know trains are long, but like whenever you have to like sit behind like a train crossing for like what seems like 10 minutes, you really puts into perspective how long those trains are.
Yeah, they're the hundreds of feet long, if not thousands. They're
And
pretty long.
and if and I think to myself, they could just be moving a tiny bit faster.
Yeah, they are really long, and also side effect. That is what she said.
Damn. That
I just
is.
wanted to remind you. Just wanted to put that out there. Make sure that it was fresh in your mind that is what she said. And I'm glad you know. I'm glad we know. I'm glad we all know. We are in the know. One might say. We are a select group of people. We're in the know. We know these things, right? And
Mhm.
I'm not going to say that makes us better than other people, but I'm not going to say it makes us worse. You can do with that what you will. So
I'm just
pick whatever
curious.
you want. Um,
Uh, yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
um, I think I'm a gambling addict.
I could see that. I don't know why.
I've been so I haven't I thank God I haven't started playing like blackjack or poker. I've never actually gambled at a casino before because I know that shit would itch just the right part of my fucking brain. But I've been day trading and oh fuck.
You're
Oh
a day
fuck.
trader.
Uh
Uh,
yeah, I've been yeah. And it's like
like we don't even have gambling like anywhere where I live, so like I don't even have to worry about the temptation.
I mean day trading is legal. You could do it. You have a Chase account.
Well, I meant like in-person gambling.
Yeah.
We
I don't
don't
know.
got those. I don't know if you have those, but we don't really got those.
We do have them. They're just kind of not near me, but we do have them. They are here, and but yeah, I've been doing some stocks and some bonds and some bonds and some stocks, and
You've been
Yeah,
shorting all the companies. It's been working for you.
something like that. Something like that. It's been
Have you heard about the whole Tic Tac situation?
Tic Tac. I believe you mean TikTok, right?
Yeah, like the Kesha song.
Yes, I have heard that TikTok is getting banned. Is that what you're referring to?
No, I was saying like, have you heard the Kesha song? Cause I think it's a pretty good
Are
song.
we going back to music? Because I am going to keep roasting you for not knowing who the fuck Kendrick Lamar is. I don't want to go back to that. It's giving me a fucking headache.
Um,
But I will.
well,
I'll
I was
go
just
right
talking
back.
about the Kesha song with Mr. Worldwide. I think is he on that song? I think he
He's
is.
not on that song. There is no featured artist on that song. It is just her.
Really? I
Well,
thought
it's her and her producer Dr. Luke, but we don't talk about him. We
yeah.
don't talk about him
I
because
went to a country bar not that long ago, and that they had lots of Mr. Worldwide and other artists there. I remember that. That was
yeah,
good moments, good times.
yeah, yeah. And yeah, speaking of country, I think I'm going to go out tonight. I think it might be a cowboy hat kind of night. Cowboy hat, cowboy boots kind of night. What do you think? What do you think, Danny? You think it's time?
I was thinking about going to the rodeo this year. I need to see who's playing though
What do you mean who's playing?
at the rodeo.
Presumably the bull riders.
Well,
One would
yeah, but
as
like they have like artists come out as well. I want to see if there's any artists I want to see. That way, that might influence what day I go. You know.
I mean I don't think that's the most important part of the rodeo. That's like going to the fucking
I know, but like the bull riding and stuff usually, like is happening most of the days, but the artist is only there for like one of the
but
days.
that's like going to a baseball game for the 7th inning stretch. You know, it's not really worth it. It's, you know? Do you know
You
what
know,
I
if they hit
mean?
the goalpost, everybody gets free something. I don't know. They didn't hit the goalpost last time though.
Who didn't hit the goalpost? What are you
Oh,
talking about?
the penalty post, whatever you call it, that giant post at the corner of the baseball rink. If they hit it, we get free stuff. They
Uh-huh.
didn't hit it last time we went though.
They usually don't. It's kind of, I would say it's probably about 1, maybe 2 degrees out of 360 for the ball to go to, really, and it's probably
Yeah,
not going
but
to hit it.
wouldn't it be cool if it did though?
I
Also,
mean, lots of things would be cool if they happened. It'd be cool if I got $1 million billion and flooded the economy with inflation for having so much money, and then I could really, really get into my gambling addiction. Because holy shit, this stock market shit is addicting. I need to stop. Actually,
you should be shorting all the companies.
that
That's infinite gains there.
you don't. Please explain what shorting is.
It's where you make a educated bet that a company will lower in stock. Uh, but it's infinite gains because you're betting on stock that you don't have.
That's not. Uh, I don't know if I want to give this to you. I don't know what I want if I want to give this to you.
Right? It's infinite gains.
I'm pretty sure that's not what it is. So
No, it is infinite gains.
shorting a stock is when you borrow shares from a stockbroker and you sell them on the market, but then you buy them back when they're at a lower price, and then you return them to the broker for uh, smaller, what they gave you, and you keep the difference.
That's kind of what I said.
Not really. I
I
mean, you
didn't.
were close. A lot of the times when I ask you to explain something that I know you don't know, you really fuck up. But you were closer today than you've been in other times. So you
I
know
don't
what?
know the specifics about it. I know the general picture idea. And if you short stocks, you can only win. It's infinite money.
I, I don't know if I want to give this to you. I don't know if I want to give this to you.
What don't you want to give to me?
Uh, Bofa.
So you should short the stocks. Imagine how good it would feel whenever you get infinite gains.
So most stockbrokers know what shorting is and what it looks like. So kind of not something you can really do. You know, they're kind of on the lookout for that. They kind of don't let you do that. You know,
Okay, then why do people still do it? And why aren't you one of them?
I fucking because it's only good in a few select uh situations, and you kind of have to be doing it as your day job in order to you know uh you have to be in the know. You have to be like on it, really. You know, when you're like, I'm not fully day trading, but I'm like checking the market, buying stocks. You could call it like somewhat day trading. Like, I'll get done with my notes in class and I've got my laptop up and I've got Google Chrome right here, so I can pull it up, and I'm looking in Chase, right, on my investment things, and I'm like looking around. I'm like, all right, this one's down today, or like, I sold all my Rivian because it was not really doing great, but then I just bought some back, right, because they are getting some new loans from the government, and so that's going to be interesting. We're going to see how that works out. So I just bought them back. Microsoft had a big jump earlier on in the week, so I made some money off that. But like, I'm whenever I make like a little bit of money, I'm like, oh, I want to sell and I want to buy some more and I want to make more money, you know? So it's like, instead of just like holding it, right? I get this little dopamine release when I sell and when I realize the gains and I make money. And then I'm like, ooh, I can do it again. I can do it. So I'm kind of a gambling addict at this point. It's a little depressing because like I'm looking at selling my Microsoft right now because I've made some decent money on it, right? I've made a couple percent on it, and I want to like sell it around, find some new stuff, right? Because I know this bubble's gonna pop, but I'm like, no, I can hold on to it. Microsoft is a good stock; it generally grows, but that's boring. It's boring. I already have some stocks that are sort of designed to just like you hold on to them and they grow, right? But I don't want to. I want to fucking buy and I want to sell. I love it. I love it. And I'm becoming a fucking gambling addict, and
I'm
it
telling you, the
sucks.
next level is to start shorting. I'm telling you.
Danny, have you ever shorted a stock before?
Not in my free time, Usually
When you say
I
not in my free time, that implies that you've done it for work. And when has anyone ever hired you as a fucking financial day trader? When has that happened?
I've signed several documents. I can't, understand.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I don't know. I've
you
mostly
should
been
start
long
shorting companies.
positions. I don't I don't know. It's You've got to be on it, and I'm
Well,
still a
it
full-time
sounds
student.
no, Nick. Here's what you're not listening to, right? What I'm saying is imagine the dopamine rush when you win big. You can only win.
I mean, yeah, but then you have to put in a lot of effort for that, and you have to understand diminishing returns. The long position is just better, for me, because you know, I'm a guy, I'm just a guy. I'm not a day trader. I'm not a professional financial man. I just do it on the side, for my retirement and for shits and gigs, right? Because I have my Roth, and I also have my self-directed, just normal investing account. And I don't know, I'm a fucking gambling addict. I love it. It makes me happy. It gives me dopamine release when I make the money and I sell it and I make the money and then I use the money and I buy more stocks and I make more money. And it feels really fucking good. Do you know what I mean?
Money.
Money.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
I agree. Um, but yeah, Microsoft's made some good money, but it made some good money, but then it's like coming down, and it's like, and it's like, and it's like, you know what I mean? I feel like that was pretty clear.
It's like you're talking to me. Of course, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but and then there's this other stock, right? So so I bought
Tell
some
me about
Donald
it,
Trump
man.
stock, right? I bought some Trump Media and Technology stock, right? And it is trending at. I bought it earlier today, and it's down quite a bit. It is quite down over the past day, right? So I've lost a little bit of money, and there's the 7% rule that says, if it's down 7% of what you bought it for, just sell it, just get rid of it. And it's at like 6%. It's been hovering at like 6% for the last hour or so,
But
right? And
have
I'm
you
like,
ever heard of Diamond Hands?
please explain to the audience what Diamond Hands is, please.
Okay, well, I don't know if you're looking for a very specific answer, but from my understanding, right, it means you don't sell because it'll always go up.
Well, Donald Trump is 78 years old and retarded, but we've elected him, and his shit is not in a blind trust. So he is going to try and make himself richer through the Trump Media and Technology Group. So if our country's going to go down the shitter because we elected the most retarded president in the world, I at least want to make money off of it. Correct? Do you see where I'm at so far?
I see where you're at, but did you hear about the Diamond Hands thing I said?
I did.
Okay, yeah, I
And
just want
I'm
to make
not.
sure we don't rush past that too quickly.
I don't like to hold. I'm not a holder. I'm not a hodler. I'm
Ooh,
sorry.
you're
I
not a
don't.
hodler?
I'm not. I don't like it.
But Diamond Hands, though.
I like the dopamine of making money.
Do you like the dopamine of Diamond Hands, perhaps? Can I
No,
interest you in
there
Diamond
is no
Hands?
dopamine in that. You just hold it and you look at the number and you're like, oh, that's nice. But when you sell it, you're like, hell yeah, money.
Yes, but Diamond Hands. I feel like you're not understanding the Diamond Hands part.
No, I
Maybe,
get it.
maybe that's where like I'm not getting you here.
No, I think I get it. I get it.
I don't know. Like if you got it, then like we would be on the same page right now.
No,
It
I
doesn't.
got, I got it. I get it, got it good. You know what I mean?
Do you get it? Got it? Good.
I get it, I got it, and I good.
I don't know, man. You don't seem very good.
I'm fuck you. I'm amazing. Oh man, my Microsoft, it's looking at me right now. It is looking at me right now. It's like,
Sell,
hey,
sell,
look,
sell, sell, sell.
we're up 1.1%. Sell right now. You've made some money on us. Reinvest us. Make more money. Make more money.
Reinvest,
Make more money.
reinvest,
It
reinvest.
does. It's telling me to. It's screaming at me to. And it's so tempting to not fucking do it because I'm a fucking gambling addict. And I like the payout. I like the feeling of the fucking payout. It feels so fucking good. But I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I want to. I want to. I want to so fucking bad. But I can't.
Do it. You're a coward. Do it. Do it right now.
I
You
mean,
won't. Do it.
I'll if I do, I'll fucking put it in my I might put it in Apple because Apple's down a little bit today. Or no, it's up a bit today. Sorry, but it's been, I've been, it's going back and forth. For the past week. For the past week, it's been going back and forth. It kind of went down. It's kind of frustrating. I it's a game of like fluctuating, right? And I've just been like getting bad luck on it a little bit. But it's like it's so addicting when you make that profit and you realize the gains and it fucking, oh my god.
And let me tell you, bigger number, more dopamine. That's why we short stocks. Am I
I
right?
bought all right, I bought Halliburton, right? I bought some Halliburton a few days ago. And um I acquired it on when did I sell it? When did I buy it? When did I sell it? Did I buy it? Okay,
Good
I no no no.
question.
I acquired it. I acquired it on the 20th, and I sold it on the 6th, and I made um I bought two separate ones, but I made about 7%. I made like $5 on it, and I made about 7%. It was fucking good, right? I've been riding that high for a little while, and it feels really fucking good. You know, that that was some good fucking gains, right? Um, I sold some Target, bought and sold some Target, made 7.5%. Fucking loving it, absolutely fucking loving it, Danny. You don't understand. I love making money. I it's it feels so good. I need what I need to do in my retirement account is I need to just sell all my shit and put it in growth stuff so that way I won't sell it because I need to fucking do that and like not fuck myself, but I'm gonna fuck myself. And I should have sold my Microsoft a little bit earlier today because it has just nosedive a little bit. It's down $2 and I want to die. Yeah, so I should have sold earlier, and I'm not gonna sell now because now it's just like barely anything. But god damn it, I think I'm a gambling addict. I might have a problem, but I have to invest, otherwise I won't be able to retire. So actually, I'm fucked. You know what I mean?
Interesting. Curious.
But yeah, Danny, when have you ever shorted a stock?
I signed papers. I can't talk about it. You understand. Let's move on.
Now I know that's a bit. That is a bit right there. Out of all the bits that I've ever heard, that was one of the bittiest.
Why would you not believe me?
Because I
Would I
know
ever lie
you.
to you?
Yes, yes, Danny, you would. You have, you would, and you will continue to. I'm
When have I
sure.
ever lied to you?
All the time, constantly.
I didn't lie to you about that guy, that music guy. I've
What
always
guy?
told you the truth about the music guy. The guy. You keep talking about him every time we bring up the music guy.
Oh, Kendrick Lamar, the guy that
That
you
guy, yeah.
literally can't not know.
Well, like I've never lied to you about knowing him. Does that not count for anything?
You absolutely know him. I'm telling you, you fucking do. There's no way you don't. There's
If I
no
knew
fucking way you
him,
don't.
if I knew him, I would tell you. But I don't know him. That's why I haven't told
You
you.
wouldn't tell me. You wouldn't tell me at all. You wouldn't fucking tell me at all, actually.
Why would you not like? Why do you have so little faith in me?
Cause I know you.
I was telling you right before we hit record. I was in the car with my brother. You know, we were going to get some food, and I was like, "Oh man, who's that?" And he said, "Oh, that's Kendrick Lamar." And I was like, "Oh, that's the guy Nick keeps talking about." You know, and I wouldn't have had that reaction if I knew what he was. I would have been like, "Oh, that's Kendrick Lamar." You see,
How do I know you're not making this shit up? How
you
do
can
I
ask
know?
Dylan. This exact story happened.
Did he also be like, how the fuck do you not know who Kendrick Lamar is? Did he also say that?
No, his
Cause
response was, "Yep, that's Kendrick Lamar," and I was like, "Oh man, you know, like now I know."
that can't be possible. You can't
And then
not know.
and then we watched the first half of Tenet. And that was what we did last night.
How can you watch Tenet before you know who Kendrick Lamar is?
Only the first half of Tenet.
Okay, and you haven't listened to half of Kendrick's discography.
Well, I don't know how many songs he's came out with, but that sounds like it'd
A
probably
few
be longer
hundred,
than Tenet.
probably. No, maybe not a few hundred. I think he's probably coming up to about 100. It's like
Still, s-
five studio albums. Sorry, he just released the new one. Yeah. Yeah, because he released a new one this year after he destroyed
did
Drake.
you ever consider the fact that I don't know who Kendrick Lamar is?
But you know now.
Do I
But
know?
you know now.
How, like, I've heard of him, and I heard his voice on the radio yesterday, but like, do I really know Kendrick Lamar?
You
Like,
should.
but like, what constitutes knowing Kendrick Lamar? Like,
Being like, hey, wow, this is the greatest rapper of all time.
Well, if he's so great, then why did he steal Tim McGraw's
Shut the
song?
fuck up. We're not talking about this anymore. Nope, it's time. Big red button. It's time. If you, yeah, I can't. No, I won't do this to myself.
It won't do what? I don't understand. It was a simple question, and you're kind of overreacting a little bit, in my opinion. But whatever.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much. You get a free ticket to Kendrick Lamar's next show in Houston, but you have to tell him to his face that you don't know who he is. Actually, no. Sorry. I changed it. I changed my mind. You get a free ticket to Kendrick Lamar's next show, but he writes a diss track about you, and it's like as bad as Not Like Us.
I don't know what I guess is.
It was the song. We've talked about this. It was the song of the summer. It completely destroyed Drake. Drake hasn't dropped a song since then, except for the one where he got fucked up, where he was like, actually, the response track, I'm not a pedophile. I'm gonna pretend like I'm bowing out for your sake and not for mine. I'm too nice to diss you, but actually I'm really scared of you, Kendrick. Drake hasn't dropped a song since that.
I guess I can take the tickets and I can give them to somebody who probably would.
No, you have to go. It is for you.
I probably wouldn't do it then, because I don't know who Kendrick Lamar is like that.
Sucks to suck.
Wait, let me read what this says. Oh, okay. This is a. I don't know if this scenario is good, but I have a scenario for you.
Okay.
Okay, I totally just thought this up right now with the use of ChatGPT.
Oh my god.
And it's great. It's great.
Why can't you have any original thoughts, Danny?
ChatGPT is my tool, and I will use it. Anyways,
you are a tool, Danny.
I wanted it to be themed around day trading, so let's look what it says. You gain the ability to consistently predict stock price movements with 100% accuracy. But every trade you make shortens your life. It says by 1 day, but I feel like that's not high enough stakes, though. I feel like it needs to be more than 1 day.
No, I'm not doing it. Then it wouldn't be gambling anymore.
Oh, okay. What? Okay, I like this. What percentage would it need to be in order for it to be gambling? Like
0%. Or
oh yeah, 0% accuracy.
Yeah,
let's do that.
0% foreknowledge. Like you get 0% foreknowledge.
No, I like this. I like Okay, all right.
I don't know. I guess I would be like, I would say I'm like 40% accurate, but when I am accurate, I make pretty good choices.
Okay, you are guaranteed to make profit whenever you day trade. We can discuss an amount later, but you're banned from any long-term investments.
How do you know the economic definition of short term and long term? Because they actually do there's actual legal thing.
Oh, actually, this is also interesting. It says the money you earn must be spent the day you earn it. It's like a day by day. You just get reset to 0 type of deal.
So then I have to. Is it use it or lose it? Like if I don't spend it, I just lose it. Okay.
You're just gone.
Can I just re-spend it on more stocks?
I don't think that you can carry your stocks over to the next day either, though. I think that let's say you start
out. I can just keep investing. Any money I don't spend left over, I just keep investing. Yeah, no, that's easy. That's easy. Yes, 100% I would.
these are not well thought out
Wait,
scenarios.
what was the
ChatGPT.
bonus? What was the pro of that? I was just thinking about the con. What's the pro of the one where I can't spend it or where I can't
It,
save it?
you would never. It says that you'd have to spend your money the day you earn it.
But what's the pro?
The pro is it says you're guaranteed to make a certain profit every day. It says 10,000 here.
That's not gambling.
But that again, okay, you know what? Let me see. Okay.
That's not gambling. That's just a job. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna do some quick math here. Actually. And I'm not gonna use ChatGPT because I'm not a fucking loser. Here we go. So. So, my best performing stock by far is Vanguard Growth. I cannot recommend it enough. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a gambling addict. So don't listen to me. But Vanguard Growth is fucking awesome. Cannot recommend it enough. I'm on track for doubling my money over 7 years. And that's generally the rule. All the stocks that I bought about 4 years ago in Vanguard Growth, they're on track to double. They're over half, so even through the pandemic, recession, and the inflation bullshit, we're still on track to double in about 3 years. So yeah, that's pretty good. So I like Vanguard Growth, right? And we'll say all right, over the past you said today you have to make $10,000 a day, right?
Well,
Or like
yeah.
you earn about $10,000 a day. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out how much money do you need to invest in Vanguard Growth to where you are making to where you're making $10,000 a day. So we're up right now. It is up $4.86, which is 1.31%. So today was a little bit slow, honestly. It was it went up a little bit faster yesterday, if I recall correctly. And we're kind of we made a little bit more yesterday on Vanguard Growth. It was we and well, I mean, from yesterday to today, we had a pretty big jump. It was like $4. So, here at the end of the day, it's not by much.
If I gave you a button, and you could press this button as many times as you want until you're at zero, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way it works is that you press the button. It's a 50 chance you double your money, or you go to zero. How would you press the button at least one time?
Hang on.
Would you keep pressing the button? That's
Hold
that's
on.
a great question.
Hold on. Hang on. So I'm doing 1 divided by 1.31%. So that's about 1/76th, right? 76 and a third. That's about, what, like 1 over 76.33 is about what 1.31% is. So you times that by you gotta times that by the 10,000, right? And so if you wanted to make $10,000 a day in Vanguard Growth, you would have to have invested into it, or to make 10,000 today, right? Obviously with the stock market, the more you have in it, the more it grows. So like it grows exponentially because like it compounds with itself. So today, if you wanted to make $10,000, you would have to have $763,358.78, and then you would make about 10,000 today, right? A little bit over in the cents, right? So again, if I had that much money in fucking anything, right? Like in order to make $10,000 worth of stock grow per day in just like a normal long position stock, if you're not like actively shorting and making like $1 billion fucking deals, which are like 1 in a million, right? You know, you'd have to already basically be a millionaire. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really fucking matter, you know.
But you
It,
wouldn't be able to use your millions. You can only use the profit. That's like the whole point. Is that like they
but
give you infinite money to gamble with, but you can only use 10,000 of your earnings, but you have to earn them the day of. And you can
I
every
don't.
single day you want to spend money, you gotta earn it through day trading, and
I
it's
mean,
like infinite day trading.
that basically is kind of the job of the stockbroker. Is, you know, if you're a full time stockbroker, you get a percent of what you sell. So if you're using all that money and you're like basically gambling people's money, you know, that is basically just how it works. So basically, what you're asking is, do you want to be a day trader, but you have to spend all the money you make per day? No.
But you're guaranteed 10,000 a day. I don't know how long 10,000 a day would take you
I
if
don't
you
want
sat
a
down and did
guaranteed
it.
victory. Guaranteed victories are not gambling.
I,
It's
I'm not
not
saying I'm
fun.
not saying you won't have losses. I'm just saying that like at the end of the day, you'd have 10,000 guaranteed. I don't know how long it would take you to do 10,000 though. Is the problem because I
But
don't.
if you have 10,000 at the end of the day, you aren't at a net loss. That's not. And if you aren't at a net loss ever, then the gambling isn't fun.
Well,
It's
at the
not
end of the
gambling.
day, it goes back to zero. That's the whole. That's the whole point. You can't have more than 10,000.
But that's. You're not getting it. You're not getting it.
Maybe I'm not.
Danny.
All right. I
Danny.
don't think I under. I don't think I don't understand how to appeal to you and your gambling addiction. I
There
already
can't be a
suggested
guarantee.
shorts.
There can't be a guarantee.
You should do shorting. That's what you should do. Infinite gain, and there's no guarantee. There's literally no way you can lose.
I'd have to get stocks borrowed to me by a broker, and that sounds like effort. I don't want to do that. I can just buy them with Chase. It's pretty easy. You know?
Can't you borrow them from Chase and then?
They usually only sell them to you. You know? And it's if I did get into that, I would quit college and I would only ever short stocks. I would only ever short. But then you have to sell them yourself. That's the problem.
But
They
then
borrow them out to you, and you have to sell them yourself. So, granted, there is a market for people buying low, right? So the people shorting it and the people longing it, I guess, the people in the short position and the people in the long position, ideally, you know, they're like selling to each other, right? And like that's how the market works. You know, you've got the people who want the stock to go down and the people who buy it when it's down and wants it to go up, right? So ideally, you know, the market's in like equilibrium like that. That's why you can kind of see it go up and down and up and down and up and down, you know, because that's how we want it to work. But at the end of the day, it's kind of difficult to be both, right? Or
all
you have
right.
to be invested in. I
I
mean,
think
you know,
I know what. Okay, so here's what our job as from the community is, right? If you're listening to this right now, give us 3 reasons why Nick should become a short trader, and this podcast should become his weekly update on how it's going.
I don't think it would be very interesting. We would just be finance bros, and that would be really fucking boring, dude. I don't want to be a finance bro. I want to
No,
be a
no, no,
gambling
no.
addict.
No, you like it'll be very interesting, and you can only win. I don't see any of the problems here.
Well, the
And
problem with shorting stock is you get it borrowed to you at a price, and you have to sell it. And if people don't want to sell it because you're
look,
shorting it,
see, what you're not understanding is the infinite gains, though. I feel like that's the part you're kind of glossing over.
it's not infinite gains. The
Okay, well, if the
only
stock goes infinitely down, that's infinite gains, is it not?
it can't go infinitely down.
Well, it can go down a lot, and you can go up a lot.
No stock can go infinitely down, and no stock can go infinitely up. There's
Okay,
a set amount.
well, maybe you can't infinitely gain, but you can infinitely lose if it goes up forever, you know. But let's not think about that. Let's think
Danny,
about the gains.
Danny, it's you again. You have to have a lot more time for this than I have. I can just long position short-term gains. It's
All
not that
right.
difficult.
So we're gonna get the short. Okay,
But it's
audience,
called buying low and selling high.
we're gonna get the shorting content as soon as Kel graduates, guys. Don't you worry. Episode will be coming.
Yeah, after I get my doctorate, sure. I won't use my PhD in psychology. I'll become a fucking day trader. Sure, why not?
Exactly,
It's
exactly.
either
Won't
that or
your
I'm gonna be
parents be
playing
so proud?
blackjack forever.
There you
That's
go.
yeah.
That'll make your parents proud. Now, I think this is a perfect point to end the episode
That
on.
is all right. Sure. Why not? Uh, we wanna say, if you want a cool shout out here at the end, you want to head on over to our Patreon.com. You can join our $3 tier. You could listen to you could have listened to part 1 of this episode. I just put it out this afternoon right before we started recording, so you could have been listening to that already. Friday. You don't have to wait all weekend. And through Martin Luther King Day, or and now that we have this done, we'll put this out probably relatively soon, and then you can listen to that over the Martin Luther King weekend instead of waiting all fucking long weekend to Tuesday. Pff, bro, no, hell no. You want to listen to that shit early. You want to hear about my crippling gambling addiction early. Oh man, that's fucked. All right, yeah. But you get to listen to part 1 with our $3 tier, but on our $5 tier, you can listen to the whole episode early and ad free. No ad break in the middle. Just early. We skip right over it. It's like, oh, we're gone for the ad break. Boop, we're right back. There's nothing in the middle. It's awesome. It's beautiful. You'll love it. You'll love to see it. And I think, you've got a 7-day free trial. You can try it. You'd be like, wow, really is better with no stupid fucking ad break. We don't have to listen to ads for products, which we may or may not buy. But if we want to listen to ads, we can just go listen to we can just go listen to the real episode. But no, you're better than that. You're better than that. And you can join our $5 tier. And for your beautiful, exquisite taste, you know what you can do? You can not only listen to the early and ad-free episodes, you not only get a cool shout out in the description and out loud during every episode, you get to listen to all of our movie commentaries as well. We did the first 2 Transformers movies. I'm gonna make Danny do the third if it fucking kills me.
Well, it will kill you because it's not happening.
It's happening. It's happening. The people
There's
want it.
so many movies I'd rather watch.
It's either Borderlands or Transformers 3.
I feel like at least Borderlands, I feel like I'd probably be a little bit more interested in.
I don't think you would. Transformers 3 is actually a lot better. So
Yeah, I could point at characters and be like, I know that guy.
You could do that in Transformers. You could be like, hey, that's Optimus Prime.
I already did that in Transformers
Hey, that's
2.
Robo Bitch.
We already did that in Transformers 2. That's why I don't want to do Transformers 3 because I already watched Transformers 2.
Characters to point out.
I don't care about the other characters.
But Optimus Prime is in it.
I feel like you're not going to convince me at the end of this episode. So let's wrap it up.
All right. Well, when we watch Borderlands and you're in our $5 tier, you can hear the movie commentary and you can hear the soul leave Danny's body as he's like, "Fuck, I should have watched Transformers 3." So
Unlikely.
there you go. Oh, it's very likely, Danny. It's very fucking likely.
Unlikely.
I'm glad I won't be suffering through it alone. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah. Anywho, Patreon.com/IIHS podcast. 2 tiers, $3, $5. Join up. Either one is good. But you want to be in that $5 tier. You want to be influential and successful. Come on, just do it. Yeah, you want to. Yeah, you want to. Yeah. Anywho, we are at IIHS podcast on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and YouTube. We try and get these episodes out on YouTube same day. It all depends. I'm busy. I'm a busy man. Who the fuck are you? You think you can tell me what to fucking do? You can tell me what to do? No.
Why are you so aggressive?
No, you can't tell me what to do. I can do what I want. I'll do whatever I want. You're gonna go pee poo poo in your diaper? No. It'll be out when it's out. Okay? It'll be out when it's out. But we try and make it the same day because we love you. Okay? We love you. Give us a little kiss. Danny, give him a kiss.
Maybe on the Patreon.
All right, yeah, we'll make that we'll make that Patreon exclusive.
Yeah, you're
Danny
giving them
gives
out
you.
for free out here.
That's true. That's true. Well, I'm giving him a taste, right? It's like when a dealer gives him gives you a taste of heroin, and then he and it's like extra strong, but then he sells you the weak shit after. You know, I love how we're using drug dealer tactics. That's awesome. I love that.
Nice. I like it.
Hell yeah, we're we're the drug dealers of the podcast industry. All right, but yeah, at IIHS podcast on all of our social media. Definitely go check us out there. It's good for content, topic suggestions, Q&A, general sort of updates. You know, if we're gonna miss an episode, that's probably where we'll tell you. So, you know, hell yeah. Or if we have a cool announcement, like when we had Big B Entertainment on, you know, that was a cool one. You know, you get to know first if you're over on our social media. Danny, what are you doing?
I found this like Chinese fan and I was messing with it. I wanted to see if it peaked on the microphone and it did.
Yeah, it did. You fucking dumbass. All right. Wow. Awesome. Jesus Christ. Oh man.
I wonder what it sounded like.
Whooshing. All right. Anywho, I think Danny's losing interest. I think we need to go because Danny's ADHD is kicking in, so he needs to occupy himself with something else. All right. We love you
Man.
guys. We'll talk to you next week. Love you. Goodbye. Love you. Goodbye.